Hi, I'm Bae. When I was 11, I was in a car accident. My auntie fell asleep at the wheel, woke up at the last second and span and hit a truck, and my sister passed away. She was 9 years old. My auntie survived, and my family kind of went into turmoil after that, to say the least. So we moved down here from New South Wales. Personally, I had a huge struggle with mental health in my teenage years. I was really suicidal. I was self-harming. I felt like I was too far gone. And then in my later teens, it was drinking. It was the wrong people with not the best intentions for me, as well as just going out and once again, not caring what happened to me, not caring where I ended up. For me, at 19, having a doctor tell me that the chances of me being able to conceive are going to be really hard, I had that in my head, and that was something that I was devastated about. So to then find out I was already pregnant, for me, there was no question. And I hadn't even come to faith yet, but it was so obvious to me that God had placed this child in my life for a reason, and God had chosen me for this child. And that was really adamant to me the second I found out, the second I looked at that test and I found out that I knew I would live up to that. I felt alone. I felt like I was the only person going through what I was going through, and that nobody understood. I felt like I had no one. Becoming a mum really helped with that in some ways, because I had someone always there, someone who couldn't talk to me, but I realized I had to do better for her. So when I came to faith, I found a new community, and that has showed me that physically I'm not alone. I have people who care about me and who are there through, small group and just people I've met here. But also, before I even started my journey, I remember in the last 2-3 years, I would just randomly start praying, and I didn't know why. I didn't know what was happening, but it just became a thing to me of I would just talk to God, not really sure if I fully believed in him yet, but just so I wasn't alone. And that really helped. And now looking back and seeing how loved I always feel and how he's always there for me now is a huge change. 2 Corinthians chapter 4:18 says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Over the last 10 years, I've learned that pain is temporary because it's been so up and down. Things that I never thought I would get through, I got through. It's just a matter of time, and I think the closer I get to God, the more faith I have in that. For me, he's always there, no matter the circumstances, and that has been a verse on my wall throughout the whole pandemic, is that this is temporary, and that the time that I've spent building my relationship with God through this season, that's eternal, and what's to come. So through the season of the pandemic and everything with that, I have found myself in a lot of situations I never thought I would have to go through. At the same time, I've also had the community around me through small group, through church online, through meeting on a Sunday night to watch church together, as well as being able to sit down and have time to read my Bible, to write my prayers out, to be baptized in the middle of the pandemic. And I think for me, that is a moment of my life I will never forget. I know now, especially after these last 7-8 months, that I'm not alone ever.